Hey guys, welcome back. This is Candy at Sweet Creek Thrift, and thank you for finding my channel. And this video is going to be a recap of everything I sold in the month of December on my Poshmark and my eBay channels, my stores. I always say that. So basically I'm just going to walk you through each item, show you what they look like, what it sold for, how much I earned. So if that's of interest, please hang out with me. And I have about, let's see, 24 items, so it's not too bad. It'll probably take us about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that to get through it. But at the end of this video, I am going to go ahead and share my year's total profit from the year 2023. And so I am filming this in January of 2024, and I did just film the video right before this one, back to back. So of course I'm in my same purple shirt. But I just was trying to get out these two videos because I've been meaning to do it and I keep putting it on the back burner. And yeah, so here we are, because it's January 20th actually. So I only have 10 days left of this month, approximately, well, 11 days really, but it's getting close, and then I will be filming another one of these videos for the month of January. So I just wanted to catch up on last year, and I'm going to go ahead and jump in and start sharing with you. Definitely follow along if you like these kind of videos. Hit the like button before you leave if you're not going to stick around. But thank you for stopping in to see what's up. So let me minimize my little bubble here so you don't have to stare at me the whole time. So the first item that I sold, I got, it's the Anthropology Pilcrow brand, and it was this cute green, kind of like a Henley style long sleeve, like boho. I put swing boho artsy shirt, size large. I did find the stock photo, probably shouldn't use it, but I did use it. And I am starting to hang up the clothes now, but before, this is what I was doing until shortly after, literally within weeks, I was starting to take pictures of my items hung up on a hanger. So I have been doing the hanger clothing pictures now. It was killing my back, having to lean over. I had the blanket on the floor and I was laying everything out and then like taking pictures and moving it and taking pictures, but it was me literally bending over, and I have a bad back. I have scoliosis, so that really wasn't like the easiest for me to do, and I didn't want to keep pulling my back out, so yeah. So anyways, this was really, really cute. I thought the style was adorable, and I could totally see myself wearing this if I was skinnier, but it had this cute like V-neck style on the front and the back. It was just a really cute shirt. I don't know what to say about it. As you can see, here's the label on the inside. And so basically I got this item at the Goodwill bins, and this was from, my trip was on November 10th. So like I said in the previous video, if you go back and watch my first 3 videos that I filmed on this channel, the part 1, part 2, part 3, this shirt was in one of those videos. But I did buy it at the Goodwill outlet bins, and so my average cost of goods for that trip was $1.27 per item. So I just basically take the total number of items, big or small, it doesn't matter what the item is, and I divide it by however many items I had, and then I just get my average cost of goods. So rather than, I know some people weigh it, but I would rather just do it this way. It's just easier for me, and I think trying to get the individual weights for every single item would be a little tasking. So I can't imagine doing that, but I mean, maybe someday if I really wanted to do it that way, but for now this works perfectly fine for me. So this was a really popular item. I sold it, so basically I posted it on November 30th, and it sold December 1st, sorry. I posted it on Poshmark and eBay on November 30th, and it sold on December 1st. My spreadsheet here in 2023 is a little wonky, and when you see next month's, well, this month's, January's, but when I film January's, you're going to see that I reorganized my columns to make it flow. So when I'm talking about each item, it's like, oh, I did this and did this and did this, and it just goes straight across the page. But I've kind of tweaked it a little bit better for this new year, that I think it'll work out a little bit smoother for me, but it's just what I have, and it helps me keep track of everything. So that you do what works for you, and someday I might start investing in one of the apps where you put it all in and it does it all for you, but this works just fine for me. So anyways, basically it sold in one day, so that was pretty cool. The total gross was 22, so after my fees and my investment, it was a net profit of $16.33. So I was pretty excited to see my month off to a good start. The next item is this Dex Flex Comfort brown little zipper booties. And I just put round toe, 8W, 8 wide. Here's some pictures of what they look like from the side. One of them had this like little bent section. I think it was just worn funny, or it was stored in a box or something funny, but yeah, I said there's minor flaws as shown. Like there's a few little minor flaws, but overall they were in really good condition. Plenty of wear left. See, like there's a little, like I just honestly think it was shoved somewhere, and just the time effect of letting it sit up against something else caused some malformities. But other than that, these were really cute. So yeah, there's another little flaw there you can see. But overall, these were really good. The soles were in, really good condition. You can tell they weren't really worn that much. And anyway, so this person paid, it looks like $15. So my profit was $12 for the Dex Flex booties. But I got those in that donation pile. So again, I paid $0. And then the next item is this pair of Wild Fable high-rise dad jeans. It was 100% recycled cotton. And it was a size 0, this pair. So I think this actually came, if I'm correct, I think I wrote donation, but it might have come from my daughter's closet. I'm not sure, but it very well could have come out of her closet. And so there's where I got the little dad jean. It actually has the little, the style on the label inside the jean. So high-rise dad jean, and it had some distressing one of the knees with the, like, holy knee. Just on one side, though, so it was obviously, I'm pretty sure that was just literally this style. So that one they paid $14 for, so my profit was $11.05. The next item, the next items, this is my first bundle. I have 2 bundles for the month of December. So this was the first bundle, and it was one of my 3 for 15s. So I did another 3 for 15. So they paid $15 for all these items. This was my daughter's pair of pajama pants that she no longer wanted. So, but it was really cute. The Peanuts brand. So obviously we washed them and everything. But I figured, somebody's going to like it. It was going into Christmas season. It's Christmassy. I figured it was the perfect item to post. The next item in this bundle is this Zenana Outfitters, and it was just a blue ribbed stretch tank top, size medium. Just a basic like racerback style, as you can see here, kind of like a skinny long navy blue t-shirt, tank top, excuse me. So, but I guess that brand is decent, so somebody really liked that. And then this item I also had for a very long time, and it didn't have a tag, but I did mark it as being new because I'll show you in a moment. But it's by Express 111. I'm not familiar with that. I'm familiar with Express, but maybe 111 is the, I don't know, a collab. I don't know, or it's just like they're like off-brand. I'm not really sure what it is exactly. I'll have to look that one up. I've never really paid attention, but it had this kind of like a collar up here, and then the big cutouts that kind of go on the front and the back. I just thought it was a unique, see, there's the back side of it. I thought that was a unique, interesting way to put a tank top, and then it had this like print. But this is how I knew it was new, is it still had this like little sticker that had the S on it. So I knew it was a new item, but it did come in the donation pile, so I paid $0 for it. So anyway, she bundled these 3 items together and paid $15. So my profit for that particular bundle was $12, since Poshmark charges $3 for 15 basically. And then my next item, let me go over here, is this NFL jersey. It's the Houston Texans, and it is a JJ Watt. I'll show you the back here. JJ Watt, and it was like a small little girl's size 5'6", and a pink and white jersey. And it is the NFL brand. So I found this at the Goodwill bins. If you're at the bins and you find like kids jerseys, like you saw the one in my last video, or if you didn't see my last video, go watch it. But I had a jersey in my last video that I sold, and then I also sold two. You're going to see another one coming up in this video. So they do sell, and they sell quickly actually. So I would always pick up, at least maybe it's just because we're in NFL season right now, but it could be that. Plus Christmas was coming. I mean, it could be a couple of factors, but it would be interesting to see how they do in like May, and just see if it still sells as quickly or if it's really just going to sell during the football season. That will be an interesting factor. So, but anyways, regardless, that was from my trip November 10th to the Goodwill bins. And so my average cost of goods was the $1.27, and they pay $19. So my total net profit was $13.93 for that. So that was a really good sale for me. Anyways, the next item is this Loft, the Loft brand, and it's Ann Taylor's Loft is what it says. Size large, and it's this really cute like wool blended sweater, and it's kind of like I won't say cable knit, but it definitely has kind of like that cable knit vibes going on here. And I just thought that was going to be a really cute one for somebody in the winter. Now, this did come from the donation pile, and I had this posted for a very long time. So let me see. I posted it, well, not too long, but it was a year. I posted it in November of 22, and it sold December 4th of 23. So it sat for an entire year, but it did sell for $15. So my profit was $12 for that one. Okay, so the next item is this cute sweater. It's a Christmas sweater that I found at a Goodwill, and it had just some fun design. So it was this designer original studio. It says ho 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 on it. I thought this was just a really cute, I found this when the holiday season was upcoming. I think my receipt, I put it on here. Let me see. I should have anyways. So my receipt, interesting. I know this was not from that trip, so I might have to go look and find my receipt. I'm going to just delete that because I know that wasn't the correct date. It was in November, but I want to say it must have been a little bit later in November, or maybe it was in October. Because I know my girls went and saw Five Nights at Freddy's, and it came out, I think, Halloween weekend. I'll have to look it up. It was probably a receipt dated early November, and I have all my receipts over here, so I'll go back and fix that after the video. But anyways, I bought this at a Goodwill, regular Goodwill store when my daughters were watching that movie, and it was $5.99 that I paid for that item, and I sold it for $20, and then I guess I gave them a shipping discount, and this girl and I know we went back and forth quite a few times. So she did get me down a bit, but I did pay $5.99. Poshmark took $4, and I gave a $2.98 shipping discount. So it did bring my total net profit down to $7.03 for that item, which I was happy to accept because I didn't want to keep it for another year. I just wanted it sold, and I made $7. So I was happy, and it probably went to her for this, probably like a ugly Christmas sweater contest or some kind of just fun, It wasn't in like perfect condition, but it was really cute. You could see that it was vintage, but some of the little embellishments you can see were like frayed a bit, but overall it was just a really cute. It had a zipper on the front, so it did have like a zip up, and then the back, like I was showing you at the beginning, it's just the big like picture of like the Santa scene. It was really cute though. And so the next items is a Real Tree brand. It's like a men's fishing guide short sleeve shirts or fishing shirts. Now I bought these at Walmart. They were on sale for I think $5 each. Let me see. Yes, $5 each. And they had a whole like rack of them at $5 each, and I didn't have the money to just start buying a bunch of these, but I did pick all 3X, size 3X. And then I just lumped them together as a bundle, so that way hopefully like the same person would just buy the whole set of them, and that's exactly what happened. So and some of them had like a little bit of wear even though they were new, but here I'll show you some of these other pictures. So like it has that vent in the back, just like all the fishing shirts have that vent. It had like this UV protection, I believe, and then the material is UV protected material. But yeah, it has all the classic features of a fishing shirt, and then there's one of them, like there's a snag on this one, and there's a little bit of snags on this one. You can see that like it got dragged on the floor at Walmart. So anyways, overall, they were brand new, in good condition, other than these like minor snags. But I did disclose that, and somebody did buy all 3, which I was very happy that I was able to that's why I just put them all together. I figured it doesn't hurt just to put them together. I don't know why I didn't pay attention at the store, because I wouldn't have bought them knowing they were snagged. So next time, or if I ever do buy stuff, even if it is on clearance, I'm going to be really, really careful and make sure I'm looking at all of the shirt as if I would if I'm at like the Goodwill bins. So to try and make sure I'm not missing like anything major. But anyways, so they sold for $50 for the entire set. So I paid $15. After Poshmark took 10, so 15 and 10 is 25. And they sold for $50. So after Poshmark took their 10 and my original 15 I invested, I earned a profit of $25. So I thought that was good. So I got my money back and I earned $25 off of that. So not bad. So definitely getting stuff on sale at Walmart. If you get it for a good price or a good value and it's a good quality item, then it's worth it in my opinion. And maybe not in all items, but just be careful with what you're buying. So I do have another item, a couple items left that I've picked up at Walmart that haven't sold yet. But some of the items I've picked up are actually like plus sizes. They will sell pretty quick. So, but definitely do your comps, or just kind of really, know you might sit on it for a little while. This is another such item. I picked up 2 of these leggings, and I picked up 2 of the thermal tops that match the leggings, but they were in mostly the same size. I think they were the same sizes for the tops and the same sizes for the bottoms, but I didn't post them as sets because I believe the tops were a different size than the leggings the bottoms are. So I sold them all individually as 4 separate items. I didn't bundle these together. And I think I only have one left still in my closet, and I do believe it's another leggings. So if you're looking for thermal leggings, it might be the top, but anyways, but they did sell fairly quick, which I thought was interesting. But it is, see, you can see the whole little pouch there. It is just picked it up off the clearance rack, and this is just some like thermal leggings, and it was an extra large. And I paid $3, so I did kind of pay up a bit to get those. I probably should hold off and only buy that kind of stuff when it's $1, because then I feel like I'm going to get more for my money. I might have a better chance to get my money back. So Poshmark took $2.95. The shipping, I gave a shipping discount of $2.02. So they paid $13, and my profit was $5.03. So I did earn $5. So I didn't do terrible, but again, it's just one of those questionable items, like, do you pick it up or do you not pick it up kind of a thing. So, yeah. And the next item is a Lululemon Scuba. It was a full zip hoodie jacket, size extra small, which I know is a little bit harder to sell, but it did have the logo embroidered right here on the hood, and then the pull zip had the logo. I think this was like an older style. I don't know a lot, you guys. I don't know a lot about the history of items. I'm still learning as I go. There was a little snag on the front, so I showed that, and a couple, like you can see here, a couple minor wear marks. So This was well used. Obviously, it was a little bit of an older item, but it did sit for a little while, but then eventually did sell. And it kind of had this like black and gray acid wash kind of like look to it going on, almost like the tie-dye, but I call it acid wash. Anyways, so this item, let's see. I think so. It was from the donation pile. I paid $0, so I didn't have to pay anything for that item. Poshmark took $6, so it sold for $30. Poshmark took $6, and I gave a shipping discount of $2.98, and that brought my total profit to $21.02. So I did make a good amount off of that jacket, in my opinion. And here's the next jersey that I was telling you about. This actually got at the Goodwill bins, and it is new with the tag on it still. So, like I said, like if you're at the bins and these things are small, especially the kid size jerseys, they're small. This weighed like nothing, you guys. It was so thin. This was more like, not like a really thick quality jersey. This was like a thin jersey. So, it really didn't weigh much. But this was from the bins trip on November 10th. So, my average cost of goods was $1.27. And this is an LC Sport Roma 1927, it says on here. And this is the Toddy. I had to look up this guy's name. But it's the European football soccer sport. And it was a jersey of a fairly famous player. And this was a youth boys, a size 8. So, but the fact that it was right before Christmas, it's new with tags, I think that helped it sell personally. So I had $1.27 investment into this item, and it sold for $29. So after, and I gave a little bit of a shipping discount. So after fees and investments, I earned $19.91 for that item. So I definitely would pick up jerseys any day if it's at the bins. And the next item was a bundle. This is my second bundle, and it's just 2 items. So this was a Squishmallow Dragon Dominic Blue tie-dye 20-inch. It was a really big Squishmallow. And I posted him. He had one minor little like spot on the bottom down here that you could see, like I think it was right here. There's a couple, or maybe there's a couple little spots, but overall it was pretty good. His tag was cut off, so I know that with Squishmallows and being collectible, you probably don't want their tags cut off, but for a kid that like just wants it for fun, you know, it's probably just fine. So this Squishmallow came out of our closet. It was my daughter's originally, and with that she kept going back and forth with me. And I think it was more along the jeans. And then she added the Squishmallow. I don't know. It was like this whole thing. We went back and forth and back and forth. But she added the jeans and then bundled them together. I think the original was the Squishmallow. We went back and forth on the Squishmallow for a while. And then she threw these jean shorts in with the Squishmallow. And then I gave her a bundle. And I just accepted it. So I was just like, let's just get the sale, and I can get, because Squishmallows are big, and I would just be happy. It's going to some kid for Christmas probably. Totally fine with that. So, and I earned a profit. She gets a deal. Totally fine. And it was December, so not everybody's buying shorts in December, so I was totally fine with it. So I also sold this pair of American Eagle Outfitters. It was like a distressed pair of black shorts that had the frayed hem, size 14. So altogether, altogether she paid $20. No, sorry, altogether she paid $25, and Poshmark took their fee, and I earned $20. So the Squishmallow was from the closet, so I did mark 0, and the jean shorts came from the donation pile, so I didn't pay for that either. So my profit was $20, so I took it, and I was happy to have those items out of my closet. And then the next item is this Talbot skirt. It was a 16W and a nice pleated looking skirt. Kind of like an A-line. I put pleated A-line, 100% linen, blue denim flowy skater swing skirt, basically. But I know linen sells. I know that's popular, and it has the Talbot's women line. And it was just a really nice denim skirt. It went down to your knees, and it had, let me see if I can get down here. The opening on the back was like a zipper and a button, and it had a really thick hemline, like where they stitched it. Anyways, it was a really quality, decent, and a fairly heavyweight skirt. So I did sell this one on eBay, and I did buy this at the bins. So I did see it at the bins. I did pick it up. So my average cost of goods, again, $1.27. So I paid $1.27, and they paid $33.27. So basically the breakdown for that was I paid $1.27. eBay charged me $4.71 for their fees plus the tax for the buyer, which was $1.47, and shipping fees of $9.17, because this was a heavier item. It wasn't like a lightweight. It was a denim. It was like fairly heavy. And the total profit was $16.65. So I think that my bins haul, when I'm all said and done, I'm going to go back and see like how much I invested and how much I earned for that entire like particular trip. But I think it'll take a while to kind of see all of the sales trickle through, because it was a lot of items, you guys. I don't remember how many. I'd have to go back and look. So the next item is this just plain orange t-shirt, BCG brand. I don't know if I can show you. There it is. BCG brand, size large, just a plain orange shirt. I put fall, Halloween, season, you know, I don't know. It's just a plain shirt. That's all it really was. So I guess somebody wanted it. It was probably for something they were doing, but it was in the donation pile, so I paid $0 for it. So I had no problem letting it sit. I just made sure I didn't sell it at a loss. I made sure that I was going to sell it at a profit. So they paid $4. I earned $1.05. I was happy to take that $1.05 and let it go. And it was from Poshmark, so it shipped in a USPS box. I didn't waste any supplies on it. You know, it wasn't like a big deal. So the next item was this Skinny Girl, and it is a seamless, like a shaping smoother short. So it's kind of like you wear underneath your dress or skirt or whatever, and it just makes, or under your pants. And it was a heather gray, size 1X. I did pick this up at the Goodwill bins on that same trip, so $1.27 was the price I paid, and they paid $8. So after fees and everything, I earned $3.78. And it was just a really small item. I remember throwing it in my cart, and I'm pretty sure I didn't remember I threw it in my cart. My original plan was I'm going to go back and like see if these items were worth picking up, and then eventually I got too tired and I just checked out. And I came home with like stuff that I forgot I even put in my cart in the first place, but it still paid off. I still earned money off of it, so I was fine with that. But there's the logo. It's called Skinny Girl Smoothers and Shapers 1X, and apparently, I mean, people like these. They sell pretty. It sold really fast, actually. It sold, let me see, I posted it on December 9th, and it sold December 19th. So it sold in 10 days. So not bad for 10 days of posting something. The next item is this Disney Nightmare Before Christmas Jack Skellington t-shirt, size medium, and I'm pretty sure it had this stain on the back of it. I'll show you, and I did disclose that. It's right here. I put right here, floss stain on mid-back area as shown in photos. And I even did a close-up picture so you can kind of see, hey, there's a stain right here in the middle of the back. But somebody bought it. So I was totally fine with that. I mean, for Christmas time, you know, and if you're just going to hang out in it, it's nothing bigger. But this came out of my daughter's closet, so we paid $0 for it. I mean, originally we paid for it, but $0. And they bought it for $8. I earned $5.05 for that item, so I probably earned back what I paid for that shirt in the first place. And then the next item, okay, so this one's interesting, you guys. So I actually had these posted for a long time, and it was where I laid them flat on the blanket, and then I started hanging things up. As you can see, I have it on a hanger. So this is where in the month of December, I kind of got my hangers and I started like getting my racks and my clip. I put my hook on the wall and I designated a spot and I got a ring light. So I kind of did all that in the month of December, or like November, December, but mostly December is where you'll see these start to appear. And I had this originally posted for a while. I want to say I posted it September of 21. And then I reposted it. So I took the pictures and reposted it somewhere early to mid December. I took it off and I relisted the item with the new photos is what happened. So once I did that, it sold really quick. Not for a lot, but hey, I was glad to see it go. And this is a girl's 90 degree by reflex black leggings, size extra small. And it's just this like gymnastics brand of items. And I have learned that this particular brand, even though it doesn't sell for a lot, it seems to sell, I want to say consistently, but I did have these on in my closet for quite a while. But I guess if you take a really good picture and good quality, like you make sure you word everything properly and it's found, people are picking them up. So they paid $7. I earned $4.05 because it was from the donation pile, so I paid $0. And I only have 3 items left, so if you've made it this far, stick with me. We are getting close, and then I will give you guys that grand total of the year. So Athleta Farallon joggers in a creamy white color, and it was organic cotton, size 6. And I think this is an older style from Athleta. I don't believe this is newer, but there's the tag, and you can tell me is this the newer tags, or I know there's like a newer and an older, but again, like Lululemon, I don't really know a lot of like the history, and I'm still learning. So I do think it was an older style, maybe not, but I did start putting measurements, and I did start putting the material information. Like I have started putting a lot more details in what I write. I even put a note in here that I have another similar pair in a different color, but the same size, in case you want to bundle and make an offer. This person didn't want to bundle. I guess they just wanted this one pair, and that's all they bought, which was totally fine. So this is from the Goodwill bins. I paid $1.27, and they bought it for $24. So my profit was $15.91. The next item is this pair of sleep shorts by Stars Above, and it's just like this like satiny feel, but a really nice black base with vibrant colorful flowers, floral print, and elastic waist, and there's the tag for you. And it was from the bins, so it was the $1.27 trip. So I paid $1.27. They bought it for $10. So I earned $3.76. And considering that, you know, at the bins, it's weighed by the pound. And even though I say I paid $1.27, if I were to stick that on the scale, it's probably going to come up as 0, meaning I probably paid like pennies for that item in reality, if you were to take it by the weight. But just because I'm averaging it, I just put $1.27. And then the last item of sales for the month of December is this Mossimo dark blue jeggings women's jeans size 8. Now I'm stumbling over my words. So this is from the donation pile, so I paid $0. And I sold it for $10, and my profit was $5.03. So it's just this Mossimo jegging, size 8. It did have the button like front, and it had the pockets on the back, but it was the pull-up kind of stretchy style of jeans. And there was this one little flaw on the back of the thigh on the back side, which I did disclose, and it was this really pretty dark blue. Overall, it was in excellent condition. It looked like new condition, minus that little like tear. So otherwise, somebody picked that up, and then I earned $5.03. So for the month of December, I earned, after all the fees, I won't break it down this time, but after all the fees, I earned $230.58. So I am still increasing every month a little bit better, and then the next month's a little bit better. And I'm so happy, you guys, because if you were to go back, and I'm just going to break down real quick, all of my months, I earned $36.77 in January. I earned $42.70 in February, $92.23 in March, and then it goes down again, $76.97 in April, back up to $100.34 in May, and then $68.31 in June. July is $61.03, and July I went to Denver, and then I got bronchitis, and then I pulled like my rib. I think I broke my rib, but or like something happened to it. I went to the emergency room twice. Like, it was a whole nightmare. I was sick for so long, you guys. It was bad. So I was just surviving at this point. So the summer months was kind of interesting for me, but so August it picked back up. I was able to do a little bit more, and this is kind of where I started to kind of get a little bit more serious about the business, but up until this time I wasn't really caring. So I made $112.05 in August, and then September was a really good month. I made $293.22. I want to say that was the best month out of the year. And then October, $126.93, and then November, $192.45, and then what you just saw, December, $230.58. And so I'm going to go back over to this tab, which is my entire year put together. My net total after all fees, after my investment money that I've earned for everything that I sold, this doesn't take into account like things like buying a ring light or buying a new rack or whatever, like anything that I've invested into my business this year. This doesn't take into account that, but this is how much I did net in, before all of those other things will come out. So like if I were to do my taxes and I say I earned $1,400, which is what it was $1,433.58. So I'd sold $2,240.88, but then my take home, my amount that I earned was $1,433.58. But then I'm going to take that, and then I'll have to figure out, well, what did I spend? I spent so much money at Goodwill. I spent so much money on, mileage, driving places or whatever. You spent your money on stuff, tape and supplies and ink for the printer, and all of those fees have to come out of that. So that kind of brings that $1,400 down. So, but if you were just to look at that amount in the year of 2023, my total profit was $1,433.58. So I think I did pretty good. So my goal this year for 2024, I would like to triple that. I would like to even quadruple that, but I'm going to give myself a goal of doubling it. And if I want to give myself the goal to triple it. Okay. I want to say double is like me being safe, and then tripling it is me going, maybe it's possible, but I would really, and in my wildest dreams for this year, I'm going to quadruple that amount. But honestly, I really would love to see it just pick up. I want to see to a point where I can really, really start to pay off my bills and support my family better. But that's where I'm at now, you guys. And thank you for watching. If you watch this whole video, I appreciate it. You will get to see a January report coming up, early February. Obviously, it's going to be after the end of January. So that will be coming up. I have a few more videos coming up soon. So I'm going to release these two, and I have the baby lot clothes. I haven't not taken that video yet, but from my last Goodwill bins haul, I had accumulated a bunch of like kids and baby clothes. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot a video showing all of those items, and then I will share that. And yeah, I'm going to probably be doing another trip to Goodwill. I don't know if I'll do the bins. I might do like the Goodwill regular store, and just look for some quality items, but I will try to film that too. But in the meantime, I am sharing what sold when most of them, not all of them, but I do share them on the shorts. So if you're looking at YouTube shorts, I also post it on my Instagram. So if you go to Sweet Creek Thrift on Instagram, you can follow me there as well. I don't have it on TikTok. I did, and then I took it off, and then I don't know. I kind of lost the password, and then I had to create a new account, and then I tried to get the old one back. It was a thing. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll do it on TikTok, but eventually I might get back on TikTok again with this. But for now, I'm just doing Instagram and the YouTube shorts. So if that's of interest, you can kind of keep an eye on like what I'm selling as it goes, because I'm doing like little like ship with me videos, and I tell you like what it sold and what it sold for. So look for those shorts if you are interested in this kind of stuff. So I hope you guys have a good day, and thank you again for watching. And I'm gonna find my little exit button because I'm still learning my programs, you guys. I'm so new to this. So, but again, thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you want to keep following along on my journey and see how I do in this year of 2024. Thank you. Bye.